Everyone is prone to having worries about their appearance at times. They begin to look for weaknesses in themselves at this point. It can be beneficial in some cases because it leads to self-development. However, constructive self-criticism can easily turn into harmful self-reproach, which can make it difficult to live a happy and complete life. Welcome to HardRockMedia. You may not realize it, but you have personal qualities that people find appealing, admirable, and even seductive. It doesn't imply you're not attractive just because no one has said it. Let's discuss some signs that will make you think you are more physically attractive than you currently think. 14. You don't criticize. The first sign is that you don't criticize. There is no such thing as a perfect human on this planet. As a result, being around someone critical of themselves, us, or other people makes us apprehensive and anxious. Instead, if they aren't critical, judgmental, or truly understanding, we love being around people like that. This is especially true for women. That is what she seeks in a partner. 13. People try to come closer. Another sign is to know that you are more attractive than you think is when people try to come closer to you while talking or sitting. During a conversation, notice how the space between you and the other person starts to shrink. Quick touches on your hands or arms are also possible. You've likely observed it when having a pleasant chat with someone you like. This signal is most noticeable when there is no need to lessen the distance, such as when facing a large crowd or standing in a cramped place. 12. A lot of female attention on your social media. If your Facebook or Instagram account is receiving a lot of female attention, girls like your posts, and more importantly, you observe a large number of girls liking your posts at once. This type of action is unusual from a girl's perspective unless you are a motivational speaker or a feminist. She clearly thinks you're attractive, and she thinks you're more attractive than you think. Continue what you're doing, guy, because you're on the right track. No, you don't have to speak to all of these women. Allow them to be present and concentrate solely on your adventure. 11. You smile a lot. The fact that you smile is another sign that you are more attractive than you realize. Let's face it, smiles are simply appealing. They reveal a lot about your personality. They assist you in projecting yourself as cheerful and attractive, as well as someone who is fun, confident, and intriguing to be around. A genuine smile exudes self-assurance and is a natural technique to brighten your face. Many people see it as a sign that you're happy with where you're at in life. 10. Strangers stare at you. When strangers stare at you in public, it's natural to feel self-conscious, but if it happens frequently, you might be more attractive than you think. Many of us can't help but look up and divert our focus towards an attractive individual who arrives into the room. They're effortless head-turners with a presence that commands your attention, and nothing is more appealing than that. 9. Committed guys are usually against you. This sign also portrays that you are more attractive than you think. So, we've established that someone hates you. We're sure you're aware of this as well. That person never invites you to a hangout. Maybe it's because he's with his girl and doesn't want to lose her. Maybe you're a bad person who no one wants to introduce to their loved ones. However, if you aren't, you are most likely an attractive person who makes others feel insecure. Don't be concerned about it. 8. People gravitate towards you. People are naturally drawn to you. Along with attracting the attention of strangers, you may discover that a large number of individuals quickly warm up to you and attempt to become closer to you as they get to know you better when you first meet them. This could be due to the fact that they find you beautiful and admire the manner in which you handle yourself. Some people have no reservations about letting someone else know they think them beautiful by hitting on them in front of their friends. You might find it irritating, but it's a subtle or playful way of expressing their appreciation for your qualities. 7. You have a lot of dating prospects. This is another sign which proves your attractiveness. You may have to wait a while before meeting someone you like, but you won't have to look far to discover a guy or lady who is interested in you. You don't stay single for long, and when you do, you have plenty of options for dating. Several people have expressed their love for you, with some even attempting to court you. Though you may argue that it's because you're charming, kind, or popular, anyone else would agree that these are all strong indicators of your attractiveness. 6. People laugh at your funny jokes. It occurs when someone finds you appealing and wishes to follow you. They always have a positive reaction to it. Your jokes make the girls laugh. And believe me when we say that when people find you attractive, their laughter will be much more open and livelier. Your attractiveness has likely aroused their interest in spending time with you. So, she's the one if she laughs at your dumb jokes. 5. You do not get direct compliments. You don't receive a lot of compliments. People mistakenly believe that receiving praises is an indication of attractiveness. This is sometimes true, but not always. You may feel great about your appearance and believe that others will notice, but when they don't, your feelings become self-doubt. If others believe you already know you look nice and don't need to be reminded, they may not bother to praise you. Others may believe that saying something draws too much attention to you. Don't assume you're not attractive if you don't get compliments. 4. People are either too polite or extremely unfriendly towards you. The next sign is that people behave with you in two extreme ways. A self-confident person who does not have complexes and who feels themselves to be attractive and successful would admire the same traits in other people as they do in themselves. As a result, if a person who you perceive to be a good guy greets you with courtesy and friendliness, it indicates that they regard you as having an equal personality. All pleasant individuals, on the other hand, occasionally come into contact with other people's bad feelings, and quite often such emotions are unreasonable in nature. The most important thing is not to take them personally and to avoid being irritated about them. It's important to remember that these people are miserable, lack self-confidence, and behave in this manner as a result of their feelings of envy and low self-esteem. 3. You look people in the eye. The next sign is that you look people in the eye. When we look someone in the eyes, there is something that makes us feel extremely connected and valuable. In reality, it enables us to demonstrate to others that we regard them as equals. This demonstrates respect, admiration, and comprehension, and it amplifies the attraction far more than you might expect. Someone who does not look people in the eyes may appear arrogant or judgmental. Or, if it's done out of submission and nervousness, it makes other people nervous as well. So being able to look someone in the eyes is a really desirable characteristic. Most individuals don't realize how attractive they are. 2. People will start talking about anything. Another sign of you being physically more attractive than you think is that people will try to talk to you about anything. People will start a conversation about anything to talk to you. They may bring up any subject, from the weather to what you are wearing, and it may not be anything related to their interests. It is just an excuse, because they are interested in talking to you. 1. You have a dressing sense. The last sign that you're more attractive than you think is that you take care of your appearance and go out of your way to look decent. If you aren't dressed properly, you will undoubtedly feel unattractive. That's just how science works. That's the way it works. However, if you dress sharply and confidently, you will appear to be quite appealing. And if you take pride in your appearance and go out of your way to make sure you look great, you are considerably more attractive than you may know.